Well, get those life vests zipped and clipped, tie down those rods, and stash those tackle bags because we are going fishing. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Bass Tour Anglers Podcast. I'm your host, Keith Niswonger. This is our first episode, and in this episode, you're going to see some amazing stuff. We've got Kelly Jordan, who's going to come on and tell us about how to catch schooling fish. He's going to tell you some stuff that's going to blow your mind. We've got Mark Rogers, noted big bass trophy hunter. He's going to tell you about rising moons and gravitational influence on bass. Okay, we've also got Justin Lucas. Justin Lucas, the guy that just went out and won the Major League Fishing tournament up at Sturgeon Bay, came right back and won the Lake Erie FLW tournament. We've also got Ish Monroe. He's going to come and show us through his boat. He's going to take us on a guided tour and show us every nook and cranny of that boat. That's something you don't want to miss. Finally, we got Charlie Weir. He's going to be fishing the new National Professional Fishing League that starts up next year. We're going to pick his brain to find out what he's thinking about this new organization. This is going to be a jam-packed episode. You won't want to miss it. All right, now we got an unboxing to do. Our friends at Trophy Bass Baits have sent a care package, and I'm going to open this up and take a look and see what they sent us. They've got some new stuff, and I can't wait to see what's going on inside this box. All right, let's see what we got. All right, so these little guys, these are the DFTs in the 6.5 inch pattern. That's a bass pattern DFT right there. Really good little swim bait, and you can burn these things. You can slow crawl them. It's a very versatile bait. Got one here in a trout pattern as well. I really like these bass patterns. When I first started fishing these about 2.5 years ago, this bass pattern was my go-to bait. It's amazing how bass attack other bass. Not necessarily to eat them, although I know a big largemouth will eat a small largemouth, but primarily just because they have a bad temperament. Okay, we've got some of the 9.5 inch DFTs. Now, I'm not even sure what color you'd call that. I know I like it. It's kind of a lemon trout, I guess is what I would call that. But this bait, I like the color because I like to watch my swim bait when I'm fishing it. I got a feeling that's going to show up really good in the water. We've got another DFT 9.5 in the bass pattern. Again, that's bass do some damage on their own kind. They certainly do. That's a good color right there. Good pattern. All right. Now this is the soft glide trout SGT. It's a glide bait, and it has but it has no internal hardware. It's got like a mesh inside, a very super strong mesh. I think it's the mesh they make Kevlar vests out of, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, that holds the bait together, and of course they sent it to me in a bass pattern. They know I like that. This one's got a copper head on it. That's pretty cool. That allows you to track the bait in the water. That is a very cool feature. But it's a silent assassin is what it is. The SGT soft glide trout. Next, this is the DLG. They call it a dumb little gill because it's just a dumb little bluegill. Perfect size, perfect eating size for a bass. This particular one is the wake model. The wake model actually is a wake bait. It floats on the surface. It floats exactly like this. Perfect silhouette on the water. It doesn't roll over. It's perfectly balanced, and you can fish it like a wake bait. They make this in a fast sink model, and they make it in a slow sink model, and then they also make it in a wake model. Very cool. Here's what I've been looking for. This is the new Dirty Rat that Trophy Bass Bakes is making. This is an injected rat. It actually has got some stealth technology involved because in creating the body, they use kind of the profile of a stealth fighter. If you look at it from the nose, it's got that kind of unique shape that a stealth fighter has. Jointed in the middle, and and it's got a bill. It's a wake bait is what it is, and this is going to be deadly. And that, last but not least, this is the Frantic 75. This is a 3-piece glide style bait, but it gets its name from the way it moves in the water. Every reel handle on this, every time you crank the reel on this bait, it darts and shoots and jumps. I mean, you get 4 to 5 solid moves on one crank of the handle. You can slow roll it. It slow rolls very well, but if you make a hard crank on it, it darts and dives and cuts, and it's deadly. It's deadly. Very cool bait. All right. Make sure that you tune in and see all the segments of this episode. There's going to be a lot of learning, a lot of good information in. I think you're going to really enjoy it.